How everybody doing?
Amen.
I apologize. I'm a little tired. Nah. All right. Here you go. So I'm gonna do 2 pieces. It's gonna be real quick. For the sake of time. You can't hear me? Alright, so I'm gonna do 2 pieces. They both gonna be relatively short. This first piece, I call it emotion. You should understand when you hear it's kind of personal, so if anybody can relate, if you feel it, clap. If you don't, just smile and nod. The emotion known as love is consistently mistaken with us. Okay? The emotion known as love is consistently mistaken with lust. That's the thing. The emotion known as love is consistently mistaken with lust. And this unfortunate fact has left the majority of us with this indelible sense of gullibility. Hearts are worn on sleeves and then waked up like leaves, and I'm speaking a little more clearly now, so everybody in this audience right now can feel it. See, you say you strive to do right, but in the middle of the night, you're so willing to say whatever it takes to get those drawers off. But see, you can't call that mess love, because if it is what you said it was, then you wouldn't have been so willing to leave just as you got your rocks off. See, this act of fornication without the desire of procreation is leading us into a recreation that is ending our very way of life. And in the process, we've abused our women, the mothers of our creation, and our practice of procreation. Mind you, practice of procreation now, the majority of black men are considered trite. But see, I want to let it be known that this man right here is full grown, and not 1 ounce of child has been left in him since he left his mother's home. But hold on, women, because I know I'm not all alone. The fact of the matter is that there's more good men out there. This is just something that isn't well known. See, good people of the earth, you're going to have to take your time first. We can't go companion hunting without knowing our own self-worth. That's why the majority of us end up getting hurt, because we're so quick to hook up and then we mess up and we don't even know our own self-worth. See, the mistakes of the past are tools, so it's best that we all use it. Because those mistakes in the past are to the present a gift. And the responsibility of those out there to consider yourselves wise to use that to educate others and uplift. Thank you. Piece number 2. It's a little bit faster, a little more wordy. And I'll start speaking from the first line, so y'all ain't never worry about me not being on the mic. As you can see, I don't like using microphones. But this piece right here is about the misunderstanding that people have when they have dialogue. See, to me, words just complicate things. Because if everybody just paid attention to what you did, there would be no misunderstanding. There would be no lies. There would be no misconstruing information. Either you do it or you don't. In the understanding of these complex concepts that we constantly confound and confuse with our misuse of words, I finally come to the assertion that for you to understand anything I have to say, I have to keep my mouth shut first. I have to abandon these things that I've become so accustomed to using. I have to come to peace with the absence of sound, rejecting the idea that somewhere in my words can be found the idea that's going to heal a broken spirit. Or T areas, life, love, or pursuit of a moment of true happiness, even if it's just a short respite within your life. See, words have become superfluous to our existence. I know I may be alone in this, but see, we've become a little too accustomed to the abundance and uselessness that lies within our speech, and no matter how many dictionaries one digests, the words' meanings have long since sailed away, and they are far beyond your reach. And in that very moment, that's when you begin to sink. See, the words weigh you down into the soggy, wet peat of connotation, drenched in rhetoric and drowning in semantics, words getting lost within their own definitions. I mean, how does a word get lost in its own definition? Gasping for air amidst the sea of good intentions and misinterpretations. See, there's nothing to me worse than the great thinker being made into the fool or the great lover being used as a tool. See, these words that facilitate our abilities to communicate seem to compound and complicate our efforts to elevate. And this very fact has left me with a bad taste as of late. See, understanding these complex concepts that we constantly confound and confuse with our misuse of words, this has left me with a complex that I'm not quite yet ready to acknowledge, because I have no way to master it as of yet. So to alleviate this, I can either choose my diction with an unnatural precision to make sure that my words never miss their mark, or I can abandon these things and be like a bird that never sings to make sure that you see my language without hearing a single sound, but by seeing my heart. Thank you.